back. You're watching the ET Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal. Now, with insurance companies offering niche covers for a host of diseases like cancer, diabetes, hypertension, and most recently dengue, the question now is what exactly one should opt for and whether disease-specific covers make sense. Now, to help you navigate through this dilemma, we have on board Naval Goel, founder and CEO, PolicyX.com. Good evening, Naval, and welcome to the show. So, we are going to talk about critical illnesses or illnesses that have a separate or a complete a plan that's been offered by health insurance companies. Let's talk about cancer first, because we've seen almost all insurance policies offer a different coverage, and you can also have this covered in your health insurance plan. What is the benefit of actually having a wholesome or a comprehensive cancer care plan? Naval.
Right. So, Kavita, as you know, usually people buy health insurance for a nominal sum assured. Usually, it ranges in the range of 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs cover. So that is not enough to cover some of the diseases like cancer, etc. That is very, very costly to get cured, and also it takes a lot of time. So usually a health insurance policy requires hospitalization for your bills to get reimbursed. Although there is a pre and post hospitalization, which is again 30 days and 60 days, but cancer treatment can go on for years, and even then, and it costs in bits and pieces. So for those kind of expenses, the usual health insurance policy is not sufficient in terms of the amount of coverage, and number two, in terms of how they pay. Basically, a normal health insurance policy pays only when you get admitted. So definitely, these kind of diseases don't require frequent admission in the hospital. So that is why these specific policy covers are launched by insurance companies that cover specific illnesses at a very nominal premium, so that you get the amount of coverage increases because the cost of these policies is very less. And since they cover only specific illnesses, that is why the insurance companies able to offer these coverage at a very nominal cost.
So what's the cost we are talking about for cancer plans, and what are the kind of features that we are also talking about, Naval?
So usually, it is a kind of there are cancer specific plans as well. And then there are, other critical illness plans. Usually they cover most of the critical illnesses like heart, diabetes, etc., etc. And then there are some plans that cover specific diseases like dengue as well. So obviously these policies are meant for very, very rare conditions. So that is the reason these policies come at a very low cost.
All right, but then tell us something now. If you have a comprehensive plan of a cancer coverage, and if you want to buy one, when exactly can one buy this policy? Because if you're diagnosed already, does it make sense to buy the policy or the plan after that?
Not really, because if
Exactly,
you are
yeah.
already diagnosed, no insurance company would actually give you the plan or the coverage.
All right,
So
because
ideally, these policies are to be bought at an early age when there is a very low probability of getting these diseases. But if you feel that you want to get a comprehensive care, because cancer does not really depend on heredity conditions only, because there are a lot of people who didn't have any such heredity lineage, but still they get cancer. So it's just an additional coverage, because your health insurance policy is not enough to cover such diseases.
do we have coverage stages wise as far as cancer plans are concerned?
Sorry.
Do we have coverage in terms of stages, cancer stages?
Yeah, so if most of the plans, they cover all the cancer stages, but obviously once you have that disease, you will not be able to buy at any stage.
The policy, I'm talking about the policy features now. Does the policy or the plan offer you coverage stages wise?
Yes, absolutely. So even cancer plans are offered by health insurance companies as well as life insurance companies. If you see, there are plans which are offered as a part of term plan, as a rider. So those kind of plans are usually fixed benefit plans, wherein if there is a cancer detected in a person, the amount is paid lump sum to the policy holder. Whereas the general insurance type of plans are usually the reimbursement type of plans, wherein as the cost is incurred, these policies pay you the plan. And then there are fixed benefit plans as well. So as soon as the diagnosis happens, you get a lump sum amount.
From cancer, which are the other illnesses which have a separate coverage offered by general insurance, life insurance, or both? There's dengue, I'm aware of. There's heart issues also, apparently.
Yeah, so there are usually, in the critical illnesses, usually there are named diseases like 35, 40 diseases which are covered. Obviously, heart, cancer being the big ones, and then there are other types of diseases like renal failure, etc., etc. Open heart surgery, etc., and then most of the critical diseases are covered in those plans.
And are these illness coverage also offered as a rider?
No, no. So these plans are separate plans. Usually, a health insurance plan obviously covers these diseases as well, the usual health insurance plan. But as I said, these plans usually people take for a higher sum assured, and it is apart from that. So once you get hospitalized, whether it is cancer or heart disease or anything, your usual plan covers the same. But if you want an additional cover, just so that you get a lump sum amount, or it covers when you are not even hospitalized, then these plans are come into picture.
All right. So now, if at all one wants to buy any specific illness plan, what are the tick marks that you should consider? What is the checklist that you would recommend?
So number one is obviously the disease list. I think that needs to be covered. Some people cover 30 diseases, some have 35, some have 40. So the disease list you should check, and apart
So
from that,
Naval, we are talking about comprehensive plans. So, I mean, a cancer care plan or maybe a heart-related plan. If one wants to offer these kind of policies or specific illness coverage, then what would be the checklist?
so in specific illness plans, you would obviously check whether the illness is covered in full, as in, as you said, whether it covers stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, etc., everything, or it covers only a single stage. And apart from that, obviously each plan is unique. So if you are buying a dengue cover, you should understand when is the amount payable, and how much is covered. Basically, there are lots of diseases which require consumables to a large extent, so whether that is covered or not. So all of these are fine prints, and it depends on the type of coverage you are planning. It is not like the same for all types of critical illness plans.
Naval, that will be all. Thank you so much for being on the show and guiding our viewers about specific illness coverage. And with that, we'll